welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. My name's Leonie. So in today's video, I thought I'd do a what I packed in my toddler's carry-on for my toddler for our long haul flight. So I did debate whether I was going to film this video pre-holiday or post-holiday. So I did do a clip of everything I packed pre-holiday, but I thought it would be better to just go through it all with you after holiday and actually tell you guys what I did and didn't use, because there's a few items that I just didn't need to take really. So hopefully that will help you guys out. And as it was my first ever flight, long haul flight with a toddler, I was a bit like you guys, probably just out of my depth. We didn't really know what to pack, super overpacker here, but at least I can turn around and tell you guys what worked for us, what may work for you, and you know, things that just didn't really need to be taken. So we went on holiday 2 weeks before Isla turned 2, so technically she could have been an infant on lap ticket, but we decided it would be best to buy her own plane seat, which was a fantastic idea. I'm so glad that I did it, because she was just at that stage where she needed her extra space. So having her own plane ticket meant that her luggage allowance, or bring on hand luggage allowance, was a bit different, I believe. Of course it is dependent on airlines, so please do check what your airlines offer. But Isla could take the same amount of luggage as an adult now she had her own ticket. So we decided to take, between us, 2 backpacks. So me and Adam had a backpack each. Adam predominantly had all the electricals, like my cameras, my laptop and things like that in his bag, because I don't like to pack them in my suitcase. And then I had bits like some cosmetics for me, money, the passports, the documentation, and a few bits for Isla. And in here I'm going to tell you about what I packed as a go-to first-hand kind of thing. And then we used this suitcase, this cabin size wheelie suitcase, to pack all the rest of Isla's stuff. This would be stuff that we may not need to get quickly to hand, but we can get out throughout the flight. So I think I'm going to start with the things that I packed and I didn't use at all, or really didn't need to take, that didn't benefit us in any way whatsoever. So the first item is the bubble board. Now this is a board that you put one end on the seat and then you extend it out, and then you hook the end part into the pocket of the seat in front of you, and it kind of makes a makeshift plank bed for toddlers to sleep on in the plane. Now the reason we didn't use this is because Isla was just too small. The seat was just good enough for her to sleep on. She didn't need that extra support. In the future, I think Isla would use this, maybe when she's 3, or a slightly older toddler like a 3-year-old would definitely benefit more for this when they need that extra support, because they can't fit comfortably on the chair to seat. So I'm a bit gutted we didn't get to use this. Maybe next time. So I'd definitely say it's not something I would not take again on a long haul flight. I definitely will try when she's older, but it just didn't work for a 2-year-old. So the next item we took but didn't use, or didn't really get great use out of, is this play tray table, and it is predominantly used for car seats. Great idea in theory, but they didn't fit over the armrest of the plane, so it's really wonky. Isla didn't really use it, and the tray tables weren't that far away for her that she couldn't use it. All right, if you are taking a car seat on the plane, which you can do, then it probably would work better, and it might be a consideration then, especially if they're in a car seat. They're probably not going to be able to get the tray table down, so they might need a little tray. But if you're in a general seat, you're not taking a car seat, then don't take one of these. It just doesn't work. But as I said, if you are taking a car seat, could be a possibility. And then next up, I packed a blanket. Didn't need to pack a blanket. She was given one, like a pillow and a blanket, for the long haul flight, so it was just a waste of space really. So the next section is what I packed to entertain Isla in terms of toys and things like that. So first up is her iPad with her child-friendly case. It's got a stand on the back, it's got good handle grips, and it does come with a strap. I just downloaded a load of her favourite TV shows on YouTube and Netflix and Disney Plus, like those kind of apps that let you download and watch offline. And also she has a few games on there that she really likes playing, so that was really handy. I then packed her these child-friendly earphones, so the child-friendly volume, comfy earphones. These were from Primark, I think, $9.99. The headphones they gave on the plane were like the little ear pod thingies, rubber ones, so she would not have got on with them. So So they do provide them, they're just not going to be child friendly or not great for the sound. So I do recommend, even if you haven't got an iPad, if you're going on a long haul flight and you've got an entertainment system there, which again is good for kids, definitely, I would take a pair of these earphones. Next up, I took a colouring book, and this is a colouring and sticker book. So she's got a little bit of both there. She was colouring in her sheet. She really liked that, as well as having stickers that she liked to stick all over us and the plane. That kept her really entertained for a while. So if your child is into colouring or, you know, stickers, then getting a mixed book is quite good. So this was one of my favourite buys for the plane, and this kept her entertained for ages. So this is a reusable play piece, so basically a reusable sticker book. So it's got a story in there, and it kind of tells you, or tells the child that, okay, on this page, there's no stickers here. Let me go to another one. So it says the seal, the dolphin follows. So you would want to get your child to find the seal and then stick it on, and then the dolphin's following the seal. So you find the dolphin sticker and stick that on as well. So it kind of tells a story and gets them to go along with the story. But also these stickers are reusable. So she found that really fun to keep taking the stickers off and putting them on and stick them everywhere. So this was a really, really good investment and something that kept her entertained for absolutely ages on the plane. So the majority of things I packed were new and Isla hadn't seen before, but I did want to take something familiar to her as well, something I know that really entertains her, and that is her busy book. She absolutely loved this. This is such a winner for toddlers, but she loves doing the clips. She absolutely just loves this. It entertains her for ages. So I took that, but also following this concept, I bought something new for her, and this is like this busy pillow, and it's got like loads of like toggles and strings, and again loads of clips on there. So this was something that I knew she was absolutely going to love, but it was also new, so it would entertain her a lot more, because I'd be like, oh, this is a new thing. So next up, I packed a pack of flashcards. Now these have like farm animals on there, all different animals, different colours, and it does involve counting as well. So we just go through these, and I'll be like, what animal's that? What sound does that animal make? What colour's that? And we're learning our colours. She's getting a lot better with that. And then it also has counting on there. I mean, she doesn't particularly understand the concept of counting. She can do her numbers, like she can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I think at this stage it's a bit more of a rhythm, isn't it? They hear it and they can say it, but she can't, you know, she doesn't understand that 2 means 2 things, I don't think, at this stage. So in terms of spare clothes, on the way out there I took 2 pairs and a pair of socks, and she didn't change whatsoever. And on the way back, because it was a night flight, I packed her tracksuit because I knew it would get chilly and I definitely need to change her regardless if she got messy or not, because she just needed to be warm. And then the last few bits I packed in her pull along are some extra dummies. She had loads of these. I just didn't want to risk losing dummies because it would be murder if I did. So I packed a case of these in her pull along. Then I packed some sachets of Calpol. These are obviously liquid friendly, just handy to have. You never know, you know, how kids are going to turn, and Isla is teething, so I just made sure I had some painkillers for her. And then I took a load of extra nappies in the pull along as well. I just packed as many as I could in there because I just didn't know how many nappies we'd get through, and I thought, what's the harm if there's space in a pull along? If I don't use them on the fly, I'm definitely going to need them on holiday, and I didn't want to end up buying nappies on holiday because they are super expensive. I didn't end up buying nappies because luckily I packed enough, just barely, but I did have to buy more wipes, and I think 1 pack of wipes cost me $4, so that's wipes, so God knows what nappies would be. And as I mentioned, me and Adam also took a backpack each, and in mine I had some easy to get to bits for Isla. So first of all, I took a bottle with her so I could just fill this up with water or juice throughout the journey. So at the airport I could tip it away when we had to go through like customs or whatever the baggage check thing's called, I can't even remember at this point, and like just reused that, and it was good for the plane. Took a silicone bib with us so she didn't get too messy, and I just kept that in my handbag, and when she had like food on the flight or at the airport I could just quickly whip that on her. And then what I did, instead of having everything loose in my bag, I packed everything in these big IKEA bags. So in one I had her nappies, her wipes, her nappy bags and everything like that for changing, so I could literally just go in my bag, grab the whole thing out and just get her changed quickly. It's just so much easier than having to like root through, find the wipes, find the nappies, find anything like that. I could just grab it out, take her, change her, put it back in. And I did the same thing for snacks. So I had a big snack bag in there, which I just filled up at home. And then I could easily just whip it in and out. So anything like food wise was in one of these as well. These are absolutely fantastic for holiday. I love my IKEA bags, they're so handy. So as Isla is classed as an infant, she's also allowed 2 additional items. Now this is also going to be airline dependent, but generally you're allowed 2 out the door, and that could be a car seat, a buggy, a cot, and I think a playpen, but I'm not really sure. But we just took the buggy. We've got a Jules Air, and this is a collapsible buggy, and it collapses down to like a cabin size case, so technically you can put it in the overhead cabins, which we did. Now what we did is we collapsed it up, and it's really easy to use. We collapsed it up at the gate and folded it down and put it in the carry bag, and as we were boarding, Adam just carried it on, so we were easily able to just put it in the overhead cabin when we're there. It fits really nicely. So in addition to that, it was really easy for us to take it off and then get Isla straight in a pram as we got off the plane, so that was really handy. I definitely recommend looking into getting a buggy that collapses to cabin size. It just makes life so much easier. So I will link all the items I can down below for you guys. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, that would mean the world to me. I do have a few more toddler travel related videos coming up, including what our long haul flight was like with Isla and how I kept her entertained for 10 hours. So if you're interested in something like that and you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to my channel so they're coming. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!